What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Mortal Kombat video. So I've been at work all day, so I've had a chance to watch the combat cast. Mainly because I didn't want no spoilers. I wanted to react to it live and just give you guys my opinion on what they're talking about today. So this first, we're gonna do 3 different parts. The first part is gonna be them talking about invasion mode, and I think talk about Rico, and then the next part we'll do I think Melina. I think they're doing a thing for Melina, and then a thing for what's his name, for Shang Tsung. So this first part is gonna be the invasion mode and Rico. So without further ado, we'll jump right into the video and see what they're talking about today with this combat cast. I can't wait to see Rico gameplay because Rico was my favorite character in Mortal Kombat 4. So I'm really excited to see what they do with him.
Going with Reiko.
It's pronounced Reiko.
Is it Reiko?
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna get that wrong forever.
Reiko.
Well,
So before we do any of that, we're gonna get to a trailer that some of you have probably seen, but we always like starting out with the trailer. So here we go. Let's take a look.
Okay. What's this, launch trailer?
It's hit the hourglass.
Yeah, it's a launch trailer. Let's get past that launch trailer. Okay. We've already seen the launch trailer, so there's no point. This fatality doesn't get a hold at all, though. I like in this timeline, it seems like Shang Tsung uses potions and stuff like a real sorcerer. I like that a lot, actually. Should I bring this closer? I feel like
All right, and we're back. There we go. We're getting there. We're getting very close.
This is exciting.
it's upon us.
Very exciting.
It has begun.
Talk about, Derek, a mode that you worked a lot on.
Oh yeah.
I want to talk a little bit. Some people have seen a little bits and pieces of it, but we want to go more into depth. We have some questions we found off the internet and whatnot about invasions.
Yes.
So what?
Let's
Are
go.
invasions?
Whew. Invasions is another additional single-player mode for Mortal Kombat 1. What we've done is we've kind of taken what we did with the Towers of Time and the Crypt in previous games, and we combined them into Invasions.
Okay.
And Invasions is an RPG-like experience.
It's more like
going
Dungeons
through
and Dragons,
the different
but
realms, or mesas, we like to call them, of Mortal Kombat 1 to defeat the invading force.
All right.
Each season is about an invading force coming into Liu Kang's timeline. And season 1 is about Hanzo Hasashi, and he has come. I'm not gonna spoil it. We're gonna show a video afterwards about that. And so every season you'll have new mesa, you'll have new content, and a new story, and a new invading boss.
Awesome, and we're getting some of that too as well.
Yes.
this should be interesting. I can't wait to see what the Shao Kahn one is.
Now.
Yeah. Let's
Or
do
even
it.
like if they have Onaga or
So
some
you talked
other
about the
stuff.
Mesa Selects.
Yes.
Let's take a look at that. So this is
that's
where it
cool.
all happens.
This is where it all happens. You see, you got Scorpion looming over that one
It's
there
8
at
realms?
the end. That one would be the final mesa. And as you progress,
These are just
you will
areas,
unlock
not
each
realms.
One of these mesas. We don't want people to get into content that might be too hard for them, so
Shang
we've
Tsung's
also added a
laboratory.
level of progression to the system.
I wonder how
You'll
how
start
in
off
depth
the
each
Tea House
stage
mesa
is.
and make your way all
I assume
the
it's
way
a
to
lot because
Scorpion.
like that. It's like
And that
140
center
gigabytes
mesa
just to
that we
get
have
run this
highlighted
game.
There, that's called the gateway. And so if you were to finish all the content of the season, but you still want to play fights and you still want to, do one thing or another, you can through the gateway mesa, which has constant rotating content similar to what we had in Towers of Time, where there's new daily, new hourly, new weekly, and a seasonal tower, which you should be like max level before you even start that. And there's warnings.
I was
That's
playing that the
interesting,
other
actually.
day, and
So there's got to be some really
very
good gear in that seasonal tower.
Yeah.
bodied me.
I'm definitely excited for that. That's gonna be fun because that kind of reminds me of Mortal Kombat 9's like level 300 tower.
Yeah. So
If it's anything like that, it'd be fun.
Mesas, there is always something to do.
Always.
And when you finish doing that stuff, you can go do more stuff.
Yes. There's always something to do in Invasions, and like I kind of touched on earlier, it definitely has RPG elements where you can allocate stats, so you can kind of like have your.
I love that
fighters
'cause I
be
love strategy
strong
games.
in one category or another, and and there's elements and there's a lot.
There's a lot to it.
Yeah, and it's neat. Like in the QA lab, you'll hear like
all the hot takes. Like one person's like, "Oh, I dump all my stats into attack. I'm YOLO.
That's what I
just
do.
Go
That's
all in."
absolutely what I know.
People have a more balanced approach. There's also, you can have your stats be automatic, which is what I do.
Right.
And it just kind of balances it out.
Part of the fun of
What people
RPG
start
games
to do
is
is
figuring
start
out
forming,
like a
teams,
balance for
right,
each character.
depending upon what kind of challenges they're coming up to. So it really encourages you to change your characters or change your
I wonder if they have
cameos
respects
as well.
for
And
stats.
It helps you learn characters too.
And it helps you learn
Yes.
characters, yeah. And so choosing one character could give you an advantage in a fight. You're not necessarily required to do that, but once you engage more with the systems, you'll be like, ooh, I know if I pick Raiden against Sub-Zero, I'm going to win because Sub-Zero's weak to electricity.
Yeah, the min-maxers out there are going to find exactly what needs to be done, switching out every time, doing all this
Exactly,
stuff. Yeah.
exactly.
I mean, it
And
makes
then,
sense.
Like I said, each season we'll wipe all that content and we'll make brand new content with a brand new invading force.
So I wonder, do your stats get reset?
Speaking of these, the places you play, almost the playboard.
Kind of like an
Yeah,
ARPG.
yeah.
I feel like that's what's going to happen.
They're huge and they are beautiful. And so I think one we haven't shown yet is the Tarkatan colony. And so
Yeah.
let's do it.
Whoa, that actually looks cool.
So he goes through this portal
He goes through the portal.
and he goes into the
Tarkatan colony.
And it's very neat because normally in a fighting game you're seeing these
This
environments
is
but on the
fire.
2D plane,
It's like a
you kind of
wasteland type
really
area.
feel-
Nomad. Well, obviously
This you can
nomads.
see like this expansive version
It's
of these levels.
huge.
Oh, you
These are all
got. They have
nodes
chests you
and
can find
chests
too.
you
That's
can
dope.
find.
There's secrets everywhere. And speaking of secrets,
Wow.
every node has a secret fight.
Which you have to figure out.
Yes, yes. So
Yes.
there is a lot of content to be had.
There are also
This is
just
really
a
dope.
million like Easter eggs, in jokes, references, little lore things, just
Like, you got little artifacts in the bottom
30 years
left.
of Mortal Kombat's right. There are characters who might not be in the game, but they'll get a little shout out in invasion modes. That some of the names of nodes are really fun. Like just a simple example. Early on, there's a reptile fight, and the node is called Lucha La Luna.
Yep.
Little fun things like that
There we
that
go.
fans will appreciate.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun to work on this mode, and it was just really important for us to like have progression, right? To have something where you can finish it and you can feel a level of completion each season, and you're unlocking a bunch of cool stuff along the way.
Right on.
I like how they're taking the approach of this game, like just taking the approach of an RPG type element, like, and they're taking like little. I assume this is just me thinking that they're gonna go off like ARPG like Diablo or Passive Exile, where each season your stats refresh. That honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I would really like that because it brings like a certain like element of what you call it, like type grinding, and like, 'cause, like, you know, the min-maxers and all the people who like the lore content and just ARP, like just RPGs in general, that's gonna be fun because it's gonna keep the game fresh where you're not already maxed out each season. I think resetting the stats each season is a good thing. It'll keep the game mode of invasion fresh, especially because like you're gonna have a whole new story for each invasion period. Like, you know, everybody now, everyone's already seen Scorpion's little bits of Scorpion. So I'm sure you haven't seen the full thing because there's parts that they didn't show, but you're gonna get like a story mode. So having that story mode be active while you're building your character stats as you go through the realms again. I wonder if in each season they're gonna have like new stages for that season, or if it's just gonna be the same. I don't imagine it'll be the same stages because that would get kind of stale. So I assume they're gonna push that. So there's new stages. It may not be like 8 stages. It may be like 5 or 6 stages for each individual season, and that's fine because I feel like that's a lot of stages and content to keep the game moving forward. Like, I feel like that could really, and plus this like really increases the lore of Mortal Kombat. If you really think about it, having all these extra stories pop into the Mortal Kombat, like there's so much stuff that you can do with this, and like especially with them starting fresh in this new timeline, like this is like the perfect game to have this kind of stuff. So I'm actually really, I can't wait to see what it is because like I love the lore of Mortal Kombat and the story of Mortal Kombat. So seeing them expand on that universe even further, like maybe have a Cyber Smoke come in, dude. There's so much stuff they could do with this.
beautiful stage. Cool. And you just go over there and you're like, oh, I need to get to that. I need to open that later.
Yep.
Like as you even fly over, you're seeing that. And you talked about RPGs earlier.
Yes, yes.
A lot of RPGs have ways to build and craft.
Yes, and we have that too. So we have a forging system and a crafting system where you have these items which we call talisman. And as you're going through your journey of invasion,
Right, they call it talisman, not artifacts.
And what you can do is go into a forge, which is a Shokan warrior named Bob. He's everywhere.
We want to show that now? Oh, we are showing it.
Bob.
There we go.
There's
Seriously.
Bob, and so there's the Shokan warrior, and he can be found in each one of the mesas, and there's sometimes multiples of them as well.
Shokan do.
And you take
Oh,
these
God.
components, you collect, and you combine
Such a
them
dad
with
joke.
talisman to make them stronger. Or you can even change the element types with them. So if something starts off as fire, and you're like, actually, I need to turn this into ice, you can do that stuff. And there's some very wacky talisman also. And so I'm not going to really spoil too much of it. But I'm
components
excited to see what people are able to do with
enhance the
this
talisman
forging
or
system.
give
QA's
entirely new
been
profits.
really hype about it, about like
Yes,
yeah.
there's some that will get really, really
I wonder if there's a
powerful, and you'll
currency. Is there a
actually have to
currency? Yeah,
come
there it
to
is. The
you and
currency is
be like,
right there.
Is this by design? And you'll be like, absolutely.
Yes.
Flame that is skull.
If it's broken and fun, yeah, we
Oh,
most
flame
likely
skull that
did
flies towards your
actually.
opponent.
And then
So that's basically Shang Tsung's fire
creating
skull.
a better skull here. Which I would like to say we should maybe show some of how that. You want to show that now?
Yeah. Let's do
So-
it. We're successfully going through the forge, right? So,
Right.
again,
Forge.
like,
Oh, is
even the
there a
sequences
chance?
look awesome,
That's cool.
right? Like forging sequence. Mad props to the UI team for getting that going. And there, Bob's back to work.
Thank you, Bob.
So then we have these little tiny ones.
And so you can forge it so
That's
that
fucking
they
adorable.
become real little. And actually, one of the hardest things to avoid is something that is moving slow.
And staggers.
And staggers, right?
That's adorable,
But
dude.
you
I'm not
can
gonna lie.
also make them really big.
Oh my god.
and that's just skulls.
And that's just
Dude, that's
skulls.
awesome.
There's different kind of fireballs, meteors,
Armor.
armor. There's one I just really can't wait for people to see.
I think I know the one you're talking about.
But we're gonna hold it and wait till people.
Yeah,
make
yeah.
videos.
Don't
hold
reveal
that one in.
everything, bro.
Yes. But pretty much a lot of the modifiers that you'll see throughout invasions can also be turned into a talisman, and so it gives you this additional power outlet or that you can use during fights, and you can actually even 2-in-1 into talismans as well. So it's
Okay.
a lot of fun. It's an additional level of power to help you advance through this adventure that we call invasions.
Awesome. And say it like that every time.
Invasions.
Awesome. So we do have some questions from that we've kind of scoured to find. So I'm just going to give you some rapid fire.
Hit
ones.
me. Let's do
Give
it.
me as much information as you can or will.
Okay, you got it.
Does my level reset each season?
Please ask.
Yes, your
Yes.
invasions level will reset.
That's
each
fucking
season.
awesome,
You will
dude.
Start back at level 1. The cap for a season is level 30.
Cool.
Yep.
Are invasions how I unlock cameos, skins, and gear and stuff?
Yes, but not exclusively how you unlock them.
Story
just
mode
playing the game.
and playing the game,
You're
yeah, that makes
unlocking
sense.
cameos, so you're not required to just.
My
go and do
question is, can you
invasions to unlock them.
respect
You
the
can unlock them
stats
if you're
if you don't
playing
like the way
online
your
matches.
setup is? I
We wanna
assume
make
if
sure
they have
that
a stat
players are
option,
being
there's definitely going to be
rewarded
respect
for
option.
playing the modes they want to be playing, and also playing as the characters they want to be playing. We have 2 reward structures. Okay, we have more than that, but 2 passive ones. We have what's called Profile Mastery, which is your level profile going up no matter what you do, and
Right.
you're unlocking items through that. And then you also have Character Mastery, where you're playing as Sub-Zero, you want stuff for Sub-Zero, you're getting stuff for Sub-Zero.
That's good.
Sub-Zero.
I'm getting it.
Yeah. And
That's
so,
pretty
each
good. That's
character has,
great actually. Unlocking
mastery
stuff for the
reward,
character as you play them.
Mastery reward system, and so do cameos. So,
Because like think of it this way, if you're playing a character and then you're constantly getting stuff for another character when you're trying to unlock stuff for your main character, like say you main, I don't know, Melina, and you're playing as Melina because you want to unlock stuff for Melina, but you unlock it, like it's okay to unlock stuff for other characters as well, but your main goal is to unlock character for your favorite character. So having a plethora of options to unlock stuff for your character is going to be dope. And just think about this, like with this RPG element and the way they have the unlock system and they're refreshing the rewards every season, like that means the amount of skins we're gonna get in this game is gonna be crazy. Like a few of my friends sent me some screenshots of some of the skins already, and dude, they look amazing. Just the few skins that I've seen. So I can't wait to see all the new skins. Like maybe they might even add the old skins from like the older games and have them come in like this timeline. Like that'd be super dope. Like there's so many ways you can like put skins into this game, and I'm not gonna lie, like I haven't been this pumped for a single player game most of Conquest. So I'm super happy about this. So for everything I hear about Invasion, it just got me so pumped right now.
Well, whatever cameos you want to
It's
play
definitely
as,
be one of the
guess
first
what?
games I play.
You're getting rewards for them as you're just playing with them.
Got it. So, Online Warriors, you can get your stuff.
Yep.
You love doing the offline stuff. You get your stuff.
Yep.
You do them both. You get your stuff.
Yep.
Yes.
Awesome.
Just play the game.
That's all you need to do. What happens when a season ends?
Oh,
When you vanquish,
I know.
or not?
Well,
if you you couldn't finish it.
So what happens is we lock the content, or we make it kind of go away for a week. We want to have a down period between seasons so people can be like, whew, I can relax for
Breathe
a
a little
bit.
bit.
I can relax.
Yeah, so you don't have
And
to
then
grind.
what will happen is there will be 2 mesas that are still available to you. One is the Gateway Mesa again, the constant changing content, things like that. So if you
Okay.
still want something to play,
That's like the
during
Towers of
downtime,
Time.
that's there. But then there's also the Wuxi Academy. The Wuxi Academy is a practice mesa where you can respec your points. You
There
can
we go.
try-
That's what I wanted
try
to hear.
different loadouts and things like that, and that'll be available to you as well.
Dig it.
Cool.
I mean, we kind
I'm
of.
sorry to keep pausing this video, but there's so much to talk about with this because builds in a RPG for Mortal Kombat, like I play a lot of like Diablo and Passive Exile and Divinity 2 and like a little bit of Baldur here and there. Like just hearing builds is getting me pumped, dude, because like there's looks like this game mode is very in, like they did a lot with it, and I think they just took inspiration from all these other type of games that are like ARPGs, and having build guides, like that's so, dude, there's so much you can do with that. Like, oh my god, bro, I can't wait for this game tomorrow.
I've already touched
I
on
can't
this.
wait to
You have
see
play as
everything.
One character in the invasion.
No, you can switch characters at any point. You have one global invasion level, and all your characters are leveling at the same time. So you might reach like a level 15 content. Guess what? All your characters are that level, so it's not like, oh, I have to level this character up to even beat this. Nope, that is
Super
not
helpful.
Yes.
Okay.
You can
helpful.
switch at any point. Were you gonna
Yeah,
say?
like
I don't know how I feel about that, if I'm being honest. Like, if you're not like the grindy type of person that, if you don't care about like leveling characters and just having extra stuff to do, like I feel like that's such a good. It's such a good way of just playing the game, like having a character you level up. Okay, I got this person level 15. Let's go to the next character. Having them all be level 15, like I can see how like that could be for people who are like this casual fans of like this type of element, and they just want to rush through it. But I feel like there should be an option, like maybe a toggle or something, so that all your characters aren't being forced to level at the same time. But I mean, that's just my own preference. If you don't do it, it's fine. It's whatever. It's not a big deal. Because after all, this is just like a
what
side
I
thing
did
to the
when
actual
I was
game.
Playing this weekend is I had Katana as my roster character, and I would switch my cameos constantly. And you can also have different loadouts. So like, if I wanted to switch to Sindel, she can have a different talisman.
Yep.
And that kind of stuff. So
Awesome.
you can if you want to. You also could stick to one character. It's really up to you.
Yeah.
Dig it. Is Invasions an online feature? Always online
Yes,
feature.
it is an
Gotta
online
be-
feature.
gotta be connected.
Because you're getting rewards, right? And so we need to make sure and validate that you're getting those rewards in that content. Yes.
Got it.
Makes sense.
Is there a match for each stage in Invasions?
Is there a match for each?
Map.
Oh, a map.
A mesa.
So we are only showing 6 mesas for, or well, technically 8. For season 1, and again, each season we'll try to bring in a new mesa or a new map, and then we'll shuffle them around, change things up, so it's new content.
Sure.
Okay, so that's what I was just talking about earlier. They're gonna add new stuff. It's probably not gonna be 6 like I initially thought. It's gonna be probably like maybe 1 or 2, which is fine. Because if they keep adding to that, and then they're changing the old map so that you get different rewards for the map, it's still good. I would hope that they would do more than 1 or 2, like maybe 3. 3, I feel like it's a good space for like that, especially when you have like, I don't know how long these seasons are gonna last. Is it 2 months, 3 months? But they're like about 3 months. I feel like that's more than enough time to get that. Cause I assume they're gonna have a certain amount of team members is working on this aspect of the game, so they should have enough time to be able to do more than 2. But if they only could do like 1 or 2, that's fine. Just the fact that they're adding more content to the game, period, through the crypt, and finding new ways for us to get new items and cosmetics for our characters is dope all in itself. But I don't know. I would hope they do more than 2. But I feel like in the beginning it'll start slow and then they'll really just pick up the pace for it. Oh, sorry about that.
Do I have to pay for invasions each season?
No, it's seasonal content.
No Game
I know when
Pass?
people hear the word seasonal, they think that there's something to pay for. No, of course, it's free content. You don't pay for invasions.
Is there a battle pass? Kind of already talked.
No, we do not have a battle pass.
Thank God.
There's no other way.
Thank
We
God.
have passive reward structures, no battle
Got it.
pass.
Is there MTX and invasions?
There is no MTX in Invasions, so you cannot pay your way through it. You cannot pay to get rewards.
No pay to
or
win,
things
thank
like
you.
That. No.
Exclusive seasonal items.
Yes, there
That
are
has to be.
exclusive seasonal items. Like people have been asking, or I've seen on the Twitters, if I
want the
getting
Scorpion
that
skin.
Scorpion skin is
Yes.
how, or is, if Invasions is how I get that Scorpion skin, I'm gonna play it, and it is.
Yes,
And
you
there's a
get
lot
the
of other cool
skin.
ones in there too.
That's awesome. That
If
skin
I
is
miss
fire.
something during a season, can I still get it?
You're gonna have to wait till that season comes back.
Got it. That's all the questions
That's
I
it.
have. Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, so
I have
season
one thing to add that I've seen a lot of people
that's
mention.
awesome. They actually just said that the season will come back. So it's not gonna be like I didn't really play a whole lot of Combat League in MK11, but I assumed that once the season was gone, it was gone. But I think they added a store or something where you can get skin eventually if you have some kind of coins. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really like Mortal Kombat 11 all that much. Outside of the story was here and there. Like I played the game for funsies. I never really took it. I didn't play it the way I played MKX and MK9. But like I assume like they didn't have a way outside of a store coming in. That's like my assumption of it. But that's dope though that they'll come back. So maybe like on a way, like maybe they'll do like a certain amount of seasons and then they'll bring back an old season while they're working on a big update for the invasion mode where they'll do like 4 or 5 new stages for you to go across. That's dope, dude. That's so dope.
Yeah.
Classic towers where you unlock your arcade ladder ending and all that are still in the game
Yep.
too.
Oh yeah, we
have
played it in
that
beta.
too.
Right.
Which I will do every single one of them.
Yeah.
As I always do. Awesome. Anything else you'd like to add? I mean,
One thing in the tower is like I would hope they would do is that when I don't know if you guys ever remember the old games where they say choose your destiny. I hope they have something like that because I miss that shit. Especially like Mortal Kombat 3 is like choose your destiny. You go to master and then you just hear Shao Kahn laughing.
that was a pretty good rundown.
I think we covered a lot. No, I think I'm good. Let's maybe show the season opener.
Let's do that. Let's show the
Okay,
season,
season opener.
Season 1.
The Scorpion invading our
Behind.
timeline also lost his wife and son to Quan Chi's murderous machinations. Consumed by grief, he searched them all to find another Harumi with whom he could rebuild his family. But in timeline after timeline, he
Damn,
arrived
poor
too
Harumi.
late. Harumi was already dead. When Scorpion reached ours,
Quan Chi.
he was crushed to find that, though alive, Harumi was wedded to Kuai Liang. Thwarted yet again, Scorpion's frustration exploded into rage. He has vowed to burn this entire timeline. If he cannot have Harumi, no one will.
Okay, spooky, huh?
Terrifying. So
That's
spooky.
Scorpion, he's really angry.
It's ominous, you know. So that's super cool.
Can't blame him.
Have a nice opening to the season.
Yes, and each season will have an opening of the invading force, right? And there are no jumping spiders. There's no jumping spiders. So
Good to know.
yes.
And
A lot
if
of people
you
didn't like that
manage
shit.
to Reach the boss
That was
and defeat
hilarious.
him, you get a cinematic ending to go with it, which is really cool.
We like to give you a conclusion.
Super awesome.
Yeah.
We're going to show you some characters today. Reiko's coming.
Rico.
It's,
Did I say it right
you
that
said
time?
it wrong.
Raiko.
So
I said Rico.
You've done it to me.
Got him.
Reiko. People on Twitter have been asking, like, hey, we have any grapplers? And if we want to have one, Here one is.
So Reiko is
He
taking the
does have
place
some
of
fun from
Jax.
distance, but really
Interesting.
getting in front of Reiko, being right in his face is probably not the best bet for you.
Yeah, he's a brawler.
That's gonna be
There's
dope.
no
I can't wait to see
nuance
this.
here, There's no finesse. He's just a Street Fighter.
Just in your face, beat the crap out.
Put him in the grinder.
Grinder.
Grinder don't stop.
Grinder, don't stop.
All right, so
Oh, he looks dope.
what I like to start out with here, he's got his back too. We're gonna do some normals real quickly.
I love the stage at night.
Just a spinning back fist.
It's
Boom.
pretty fast.
Highly advantageous. So you throw that out there,
Ooh.
you might throw it out again, you might go for a command grab. Lots of stuff you can do.
What?
off of
Let's
that.
see the command grab.
Not a combo move, just a very fast pressure move. What I love to use for two, which is an overhead. Also pretty quick. Are you going to get that confused with this?
Maybe,
Who knows?
maybe.
I sure do. But what's it doing? Putting you right there in front again.
Right.
Putting
For
you
the
right,
grinder.
Right for the grinder, exactly. Now here's the interesting thing about his some of his other normals. I said he had some distant stuff. So like usually you're thinking like here.
Is he gonna be
He can actually start
anti-Johnny?
here with this like energy he has coming off his stuff. So you can start things from here.
That's really good
Ooh.
distance.
Yeah.
So he actually covers a little more distance than you might actually think he does. So this thing right here,
Bam.
good for long range.
And notice how that would complement the overhead flow.
Yes, exactly. And then you also have like something like this,
Okay.
just a big knockdown. It's your forward four. My
That's like a combo ender.
go-to move, like say for a punish or to start things, is this right here. And then you can link that into
Okay.
this move, things like that. So that's just a forward 1-2, quick punches.
Okay.
Kind of a good punisher, good way to
It
start
seems like
combos.
he's almost always in the right range.
He does feel
Yeah.
like he
Like-
is, doesn't he?
He's got a lot of tools that it just seems like he's always in the right range.
Go ahead and jump at me.
Bam.
Okay. So that's
three,
a
just standing three.
anti-air.
Pretty good anti-air. As you can see, it covers
It's
a
fast
lot.
as shit
It's
too.
almost hitting
Holy.
the health bar.
Right. It almost knocking the health bar down. So if you can read its jump, that's a pretty good anti-air, I would say. I've been using it a lot for one.
Yeah.
I really enjoy that.
That's a fast ass kick. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's talk about grabs.
Okay.
He has just this sweet
Oh, that's awesome.
grab, and you can do it, there, and you can actually pick the side you want to go.
Can you bounce
Oh,
him if you
nice.
For
enhance
2
it?
bars,
2 bars.
it does a lot more damage. It does about 210.
Uh-huh.
Costs 2 bars. You can also choose the side you want to go onto as well. So I can do
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
Why would you waste a 2-bar just for a
back
little bit extra
Corner,
damage?
Get out of the corner.
Out of the
if you're in
corner.
the corner.
And are you still almost at range with that kick too afterwards?
Oh sure, yeah. So boom, you're
Wow, that kick is
right.
far.
Yeah, that's awesome.
super awesome.
That's
there.
good.
He
That's
also
good. He's
has
good in the
from
mid-range too. Looks like.
returning,
His sure
Combat
kids.
4.
we
He's got to have his
stars.
throwing stars.
Yeah.
and then the EX version, of course.
They brought it
The
back.
circle
Yeah.
comes out.
I
Right.
love that.
That's one of the things I
awesome.
wanted to see.
Probably one of my favorite moves.
His
just
teleport got to be back too,
visually,
please.
Is this? He has this slide tackle. It just comes into.
That's
some-
like
some ground and pound.
what was that? That's like
pummeling your
not Cassie.
face.
It is his-
Sonya.
Oh, really?
Her little grab into like her
I mean,
punch, or like a
I
little
love
slam
that
punch
combo
thing.
move. Like,
Right.
You don't combo after it, but
Right.
like the amount of times that hits when someone pushes a button, and then guess what?
And he's also advancing forward.
I want to see an enhanced version of
That's
this.
very good for
He's
armor.
still in range.
Right
Jeez.
back in there. Also have a low slide.
Oh,
He has a slide.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say. So I mean, he can close in the distance
Yes.
Very
multiple ways.
Yes.
Either with an armored
Oh
slide.
my God,
or
Rico
that
looks so
slide.
You can
good.
also-
Oh, he has a knee.
What?
His knees a pop up.
combo after as well.
Ooh.
You can also EX it, pardon, into like I missed it, but combos after that.
Yeah.
Okay, you can enhance it to pop him up closer to
Still
you
kinda
so you can
working on
combo.
this but you can do the slide into other combos. So he has a lot of sort of like rangy stuff he can do, high, low, get in his face, do some grabs. I wouldn't say he's your typical air opponent.
Right.
Like you can definitely, he has stuff, you can get down close to him again, do that. But generally, he loves being firmly planted on the ground, I would say.
And then punching you in the face.
He loves punching you in the face.
I love how
Now, I
like
chose
how
Scorpion. I want
freaking
to show
powerful his
Scorpion a little bit
hits
as
look.
his, cameo. Scorpion has some neat things. So let's say you're pressuring me, like knock me down. I'm super scared. What do I do?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do, bud?
Show me you have a shoulder charge or something.
Back out and get. Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm pushing the wrong button.
I was gonna say you're
Oh, I love that freaking animation for him getting punched.
Well, there's his throw. So
What was that? Oh, that was a cameo.
So it's a defensive cameo maneuver.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Oh, you hit me out of it. Boom. I'm back. Now I can maybe go back to Shuriken, kind of, readjust, figure out what I'm doing.
Okay, it's like you're resetting pretty much.
Also has this cool overhead.
Why does the water look like it's on fire?
into a crumple.
Yep.
Throw after it.
Oh, that's just fish in the area. Never mind. That looked like the water was steaming.
But I'm sure there's a lot of places it does.
Yes.
If they're in the air and you do it, it does have a bounce mechanic as well. Maybe we can show that if I can get it. Try to jump for me. It might not work for me. No. One more time.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
So yeah, you can do a bounce as well. One
I
thing
can see how you can combo that.
Because I do this a lot in games. Is I love parries.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So let's show the parry real quick.
Okay.
First one, just a knockdown. Now if you EX it, I messed up. Sorry. You can then turn it into combo.
Oh. Okay.
Full.
Look at you, Lanny.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So you can turn your EX parry into a combo.
That's very cool.
That's gonna be fun.
Back to Scorpion.
Okay.
He also has this move where he can. I already did that one. Sorry. Throw fire out. Right.
Spitting hot fire.
You can
Yep.
start doing combos off
Thank
of
you.
that, right? It can go different ranges as well. So I can do something. Let me think like this. Let me try it again. Sorry.
Oh, what?
Nice.
Whoa!
You got it.
Look at you, Lanny.
So
That looks dope.
Pop
Right.
up goes for there. So Scorpion, definitely a lot of things you can do. Definitely for combo stuff, also for safety.
I like it.
Big time for safety. I think we should probably go to his Fatal Blow.
Okay.
Because his Fatal Blow is very interesting. If he does it regular, it's a grab. What do you do if someone's going to do a Fatal Blow to you that's a grab?
It's a
Which one do you
grab
do?
fatal blow?
You should
Everyone knows
try
that.
Everyone knows that.
Try jumping.
Nope.
So
Shit,
if
that's
you
fire.
hold up during, it will do an air
You got to break his fatal
but it
blow.
won't grab on the ground.
Right.
If you hold it regular, it'll grab on the ground.
Like broke the spear inside the box.
There we are, Reiko.
Yep.
That was Reiko.
Reiko.
Did I say it right this
You're
time?
getting closer.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it.
That's Reiko.
Yeah.
Grappler's best friend.
In your
Right.
face.
Super in your face. But now.
Okay, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Invasions looks amazing, sounds amazing for what they're gonna give us. Also, Reiko got me saying it now. Reiko looks amazing. Like he looks like he's gonna be a lot of fun. He looks like he could be an anti-Johnny character. With the kind of stuff he has, that overhead, I can imagine you being able to combo off it, especially if you have certain cameos. But like, dude, I can't wait to play this game. Like all my favorite characters from throughout Mortal Kombat history are in this game, and I just can't wait to get my hands on it tomorrow. Unfortunately, I won't be able to play it till late tomorrow night. I'll probably be streaming the game on Twitch, probably like around like 9 o'clock at night. We'll be running through the story and the invasion mode, and probably do a few matches if we'll see. We'll try and get through all that. But anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I'm gonna be posting the other two character the way their abilities and everything works, so be on the lookout for that. That's it for this video though, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one, and remember, guys, friendships over fatalities. Don't be a jerk. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.